Alright, in this video we're going to be writing the equation of a line given a point that the line passes through, and the equation of a line that's perpendicular to the line that we're writing the equation of. And the trick to this is knowing the fact about perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines, we're actually going to scratch a problem off here so that I can show you some notes here. Slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals. I'm going to use some examples of negative reciprocals. I think you can probably pick up on what the thing is here. So, for example, 1/4, I'll put examples, 2 negative 4/1, which is negative 4. Here's another example. 5, 2 negative 1/5. Or, let's see, 2/3, 2 negative 3/2. Well, so basically what you do is you just flip the fraction upside down and change its sign. Here's another example. If I have negative 5/7, that becomes positive 7/5. Or if I had, say, negative 4, that would become positive 1/4. And of course, negative reciprocals isn't like a one-way thing. These actually go back and forth. So we'll get this example here. The negative reciprocal of 1/4 is negative 4, and the negative reciprocal of negative 4 is negative 1/4. Okay. One thing you want to notice too is that anytime you multiply a number by its negative reciprocal, you get negative 1. So negative 4 times 1/4 is negative 1. Negative 5/7 times positive 7/5, negative 1. Okay. One other little thing here, there's one oddball case. You've got undefined to 0. Okay. So if you have a 0 slope on one line, that means it's a horizontal line, and that the negative reciprocal that is undefined, because 1/0 is nothing. Well, it's undefined. And that means it's a vertical line. So let's look at some examples here. We're going to do this pretty much like we did parallel lines. So we're going to do two different methods. One uses the point-slope equation, and one uses the slope-intercept equation. So for the point-slope, and I'll just go label this point-slope. Everything on this section is going to be point-slope. So our equation is y minus k equals m x minus h. This is our h, this is our k, and in this case, m will be negative 4, because it's the negative reciprocal of 1/4. So then we just go fill in the blanks, and we have y minus 3 equals negative 4, x minus negative 1, which is plus 1. Y minus 3, negative 4x minus 4, add 3 to both sides, y equals negative 4x minus 1. There you go. Okay. Next one. Here is our h, here's our k, and our slope, m, will be negative 1/3. Okay. So we have y minus k equals mx minus h. So y minus, let's say it's going to be minus negative 1, which is plus 1. M is negative 1/3, x minus 3, y plus 1, negative 1/3 x. Negative 3 times negative 1/3 is a positive 1. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. Y equals negative 1/3 x. Okay. Let's see here. Here's our h. Here's our k. Our m will be 1/2, the negative reciprocal of negative 2. Y minus, and I'm just going to fill in the blanks. I'll actually write the equation out. Y minus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 3. Y minus 3 equals, we'll do the distributive property here, 1/2 x minus 3/2. We're going to add 3 to both sides. Y equals 1/2 x. Let's see, we have this, we're adding 6/2, so it's plus 3/2. Alright, here we've got h, we've got k, and m will be positive 1/3, the negative reciprocal of negative 3. So we change the negative 3, make it positive, and then flip it upside down. Think of 3 as 3 over 1. Like this. Flips it upside down as 1 over 3. We'll change sign. So y minus negative 1, so it's plus 1, equals 1/3 x minus negative 5, or x plus 5. Y plus 1 equals 1/3 x. 1/3 times 5 is 5/3. We're going to subtract 1 from both sides. Take 3/3 away from 1 is the same as 3/3. Take 3/3 away from 5/3 and you get 2/3. And we're done. Last one like that over here. We've got our h, we've got our k, and we take our slope here. M is going to be negative 1/4. So y minus 4 equals negative 1/4. X, that's going to be minus a negative 4, so that's plus 4. Y minus 4 equals negative 1/4 x. 1/4 times 4 is, or negative 1/4 times 4 is negative 1. We're going to add 4 to both sides, so we go y equals negative 1/4 x plus 3. Alright, now we're going to take a look at method B using slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept. Basically what you're going to do here is you're going to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. You're going to fill in everything except for b. You solve for b, and then you can write your equation with the proper m and the proper b. So in this one, this is your x, this is your y, and your m is going to come from here. M equals 2/5. So we have negative 1 equals 2/5 times negative 5 plus b. So negative 1 equals, see, that's negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides, we get 1 equals b. So our equation is y equals 2/5 x plus, instead of b, oops, it's 1. Slope is negative reciprocal, and we get b from where we solved from earlier. Let's take a look here. This is going to be our x. This is going to be our y. Here, you can imagine this is a 1. So the negative reciprocal of 1 is negative 1. Okay. negative 1. So we have 4 equals negative 1 times negative 3 plus b. 4 equals 3 plus b. Take 3 away from each side. 1 equals b. So y equals negative, well, we don't have to write the negative 1, and we'll just write negative x plus 1. Okay, next one. Here, we've got x, y, and our m will be negative 2/3. Just take that 3/2, turn it upside down, make it negative. Y equals mx plus b. Negative 1 equals negative 2/3. Oops, not x, sorry. 3 plus b. Negative 1 equals negative 2 plus b. Just multiply those together, get negative 2, use your calculator. Add 2 to both sides, and 1 equals b. Why is this like the most popular b so far? Jeez. And we end up with y equals negative 2/3 x plus 1. Okay. Next door here, we've got x, we've got y, and we've got our m, which is going to be negative 2/5. So negative 3 equals negative 2/5 times 5 plus b. Negative 3 equals negative 2 plus b. And add 2 to both sides. We get negative 1 equals b. At least it's negative this time. Okay. So our equation is y equals negative 2/5 x minus 1. Okay. Down here, we have our x, our y, and our m is going to be 1. We have 2 equals 1 times 4 plus b. 2 equals 4 plus b. Take 4 away from both sides. Negative 2 equals b. And so our equation is y equals x minus 2. Got our x, got our y, and we have our m, which will be 1 again. We've got negative 5 equals negative 2 times 1 plus b. Negative 5 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2 to both sides. Negative 3 equals b. So our equation is y equals, we don't write the 1, x minus 3. And there we go. So, 2 possible ways to do it. Method 1, you're just going to fill in your slope-intercept form equation with your h, your k, and your slope, which is the negative reciprocal of the line that it's that your line is perpendicular to. So we've got to take whatever this, find its negative reciprocal, just flip it upside down and change the sign. Negative becomes positive, positive becomes negative. When whole numbers get flipped upside down, they become 1 over that number. Then you just take that slope or point-slope equation and turn it into slope-intercept. The other method is to start with the slope-intercept equation in the first place, fill it out with an x, a y, and your slope, solve for b, and then you just write your equation. Alright, well, I think that's about it for that. This has been a very long video. Good luck with all that.